All right, so I had this topic in mind for a little bit now. I've been kind of inspired by, when I kind of was inspired by one of the YouTubers, content creators I follow, the professional. I don't watch him as much recently, but I did growing up. You know, well, I would say growing up, we probably around the same age and shit. But just you know what I mean. I watch him heavy. You know what I'm saying? The lore videos. He just has good content overall. If you're a Rockstar fan, you have never heard of him, you probably came across. I take it. You know what I'm saying? If you watch my vid, you know who he is. But he does like lore videos. Just to give you a little synopsis, if you haven't, of like games. You know, Rockstar games predominantly, as well as like he did some recently on the Mafia series and he'd be like cosplaying as the characters and shit. Just a good content creator. Seems just like a genuine dude overall. Um, but I'm bringing him up um, due to the fact, you know, if you haven't heard about it or seen one of content creators, you probably if you follow him, you've seen it. You know what I'm saying through him. Um, the copyright and age restriction shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's been running rampant on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I've dealt with it myself a couple times, but me, nah, I be fucking cut all types of shit, you know what I'm saying? But that's neither here or there. But mainly, you know what I'm saying? The real issue is the DMCA's, you know what I'm saying? With the content, with the music and shit that I feel like YouTube has kind of gotten like out of hand with, you know what I'm saying, as well as these music agencies, you know, like wanting to take a fraction out of the music, you know what I'm saying, the portion of it, or just overall just the videos just getting, you know what I'm saying, just them not the content creators not making money off of it at all, which is a shame. Um, but to remedy that, you know what I'm saying, there's no sense. It don't look like okay. So with that being said, it looks like I haven't tuned in to his shit as a recent, you know what I'm saying? I hope it hasn't happened again, but I can only assume, like, if it hasn't, you know what I mean, already, like, it's only just gonna keep happening, you know what I'm saying? Not just him. It's not just him. Like, it's not like he's getting singled out. It's happening to damn near everybody. If you're not fucking, you know what I'm saying, one of the big dudes, like the Kai Cenats and shit, you know what I'm saying, that got the connection. Again, it ain't his fault. It ain't me throwing shade. It's just the way how it is, you know what I'm saying? You just have to be one of the picked ones, not the chosen ones. They're just the picked ones to really, you know what I'm saying, not deal with that shit. I could be talking my ass. He probably deal with it too. But I hardly doubt it. But anyways, I digress. Yeah, to remedy that, because there ain't no such a purpose. It's like always constantly trying to fight the system, and oh man, like reaching out again, like that's a beautiful thing. Like for the professionals, you know what I'm saying, the YouTuber, the professionals, in his side, you know, like it's a beautiful thing that he's built. One side of it, he's built this community, you know what I'm saying, this beautiful community that's gonna fight for him, and as well as, you know what I mean, want to support him. So when he reaches out and he complain and he not complain, excuse me, he expresses his concerns about this, um you know, they come and they come through. You know, I look through the comments. I don't you know what I'm saying, but I'll be like a supportive observer, not a monitoring spirit, but a silent observer to it. And I look and I'm like, oh, that's nice. That's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? They come and they rocking with him and shit. But I feel like I'm saying that to say this, bringing that up. You know what I mean? With the support with his fans. If I was him, I'll go a step further. You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know what I mean? Because it's like, again, like, while that's good, but who wants to, it's kind of, it's tiresome, you know, when you're always having to like fight. Like, you ain't, unfortunately, not you not bigger than the program, you know what I'm saying? Even though that's, I mean, he is, you know what I mean, in my eyes, as far as like, you know what I mean, like the, you know, like the whole community aspect of the fight. But unfortunately, like YouTube and shit, like you can't fight that, you know what I'm saying, like too much. Like that shit, at least for me, I can only assume, you know, I mean, I really don't know him personally and shit, but I can assume that's just that it's very exhausting, always having to go through that all the time. But to remedy that, I don't know if he has one or not, but Patreon should be, you know what I'm saying, like as of now, you know what I mean, being that it's not gonna, it's really nothing to be done to fix that issue as of now. Patreon is something that I feel like not just him, but everybody should, you know what I'm saying, that has any kind of like following, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube and shit, going towards. And me personally, I always was kind of disgusted by that at first, you know what I mean, because I'm like, oh, like having people pay you know what I'm saying, for content and shit, like that's blasphemy, you know what I mean? And it seemed always counterintuitive, and it just made me feel, I'm like, oh shit, like that's one of the biggest reasons why, you know, because YouTube is free for everybody, so why with an app and shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, why have, you know, isolate people or segregate people? But I think, you know what I'm saying, the more and more, you know, I kind of bank on the idea, I want to do it as myself, you know what I mean, as time goes on and shit. Once you start really, like when I start really cultivating, you know what I'm saying, my form, I wouldn't do with everything, but certain things with him, it's actually, you know what I'm saying, it matches, you know, being, he has the lore videos and stuff like that, very detailed analysis, you know what I'm saying, you can tell, like, or just see it, not tell, like, you see it, like, it's blatant, like, it's a lot of time and care and love that went into it. So with him, it will make sense, you know what I'm saying. Me, I don't have anything like that as of yet. But the lore videos he has, like, it's seen something of like substance where people, it's like, okay, like, me personally, I wouldn't mind paying a certain fee at a reasonable price, of course, you know what I'm saying. I ain't about to break my bank for that shit, but like at a reasonable price, like watching the vid, like just imagine, man, like GTA 6 is on the horizon, you know what I'm saying, at least hopefully, was slated for May 2026. But if I would say, man, I would get on that as soon as possible, you know what I'm saying. Like, maybe like how I'll do is probably a splice, you know what I'm saying, like do a one part, like a break it down to, because you will have to imagine like GTA 6 is just going to be like nothing short of a fucking juggernaut, like most colossal shit in media since GTA 5. And I don't think there's anything has been that big since then. But that shit's gonna be it's gonna be huge, so it's gonna be at least like a 12-hour, probably, you know what I'm saying, you can probably break it down and splice it to maybe a 6-hour. But if it's, you know what I'm saying, something that'll probably be, I'm just bet, you know what I mean, my hypothesis is something that'll be like a 12-hour video, he'll probably slice it into like a 6-hour or whatever, and people will watch that, you know what I'm saying, with his kind of like style, and you know what I mean, like he has high quality shit. But I'm saying that to say this, like just putting myself in his shoes, like, you feel me, like the way how I'll do it is I'll splice that shit up, you know what I'm saying, like when GTA 6 come around, like, and put that shit on Patreon, you feel me, like, and it's not abandoning your core audience, you know, like it's actually helping you as well as, you know what I'm saying, giving people an experience, you know what I'm saying, like a thing that what they will be getting for free, you know what I'm saying, it's not taken away from, you know what I mean, like the quality or whatever of the thing, you know what I'm saying. I don't know where I was going with that. The quantity, the quality, I don't think it'll be taken away from that. If anything, it will just make it more like special, you know what I'm saying, like, oh man, like I feel, you know what I'm saying, like I will feel cool, you know, and shit, like, you know what I mean, like I think exclusivity, like that's no pun intended, like that's kind of been like a dead, this in gaming, you know what I mean, like a dead kind of thing. Well, I'm not for or against the thing anyway, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm just more on the neutral side, I'm just a consumer. But anyways, I digress. Where I was going with that, the exclusivity part, like that's kind of, which was a dead kind of thing now, like in the past, but that's more of a dead thing now, more so the less in the past. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say, bro. I'm out here, bear with me, it's morning time and shit, niggas is still waking up, but I'm just gonna keep rocking with it. But yeah, exclusivity, right? That I will feel honored, it'll feel like being like a part of a like an actual community and shit, like, you know what I'm saying, I feel like that's what every Patreon person, you know, from what I've seen, like they get perks and shit, you know what I'm saying, like I tapped into it a little bit. I never actually, I've done it once, you know what I'm saying, but I like later like let the subscription run out and shit like that. But you know what I'm saying, like I'll tap in and look at the person's page and shit like that. It looks nice, like the whole setup and shit like that, but like my knowledge isn't as expansive on that. But like with him, like I could just see it now, like the vision, like, you know what I mean, like just having his shit, like how it'll be set up and certain like exclusive videos he will have and shit. And again, like it won't abandon his other audience who, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, because not everybody could, you know, afford that, or maybe some people are not, you know what I'm saying, they're probably a little, he has, I don't know what his audience is, but who doesn't play fucking Grand Theft Auto, you know what I'm saying, let's not beat around the bush and shit. But some of his audience is probably a little younger, so they don't have access to that, like, you know what I mean. And then what are they gonna ask, oh, can I borrow your credit card so I can fucking watch this dude talk about Grand Theft Auto? Can't, like, the fuck, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean, they ain't doing that. So it not every, you know what I'm saying, you get what I'm trying to say, like not everybody would do it, but it wouldn't take away from like what he's already built on YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just something like I wanted to get off my chest. I had it in the back of my mind for it sucks, man, with this DMCA and all this other shit, you know what I'm saying, with the age, like it sucks seeing these content creators, and you know, like they make, you know, they built something like me, like it's not even like I'm being humble with my shit, but it's like I am, like I'm literally like nothing, like nobody, you know, shit, like as of now, like I don't want to say nobody, I am something, like I'm not, my productivity doesn't, you know what I'm saying, like fucking, you know, my value doesn't, you know what I mean, doesn't mean that my, you know, my productivity, I don't know where I'm going with that, but you get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, the fucking, you know what I'm saying, like don't be too bashful, you know what I'm saying, about that shit, you know what I mean. I feel like, you know, and I'm me, like again, I'm gonna take my own fucking advice, like really, once I do, you know, build that, you know what I'm saying, and actually find something, do I think of something that's like a value that I could charge people, I would do the same shit. You feel me? Again, I could be saying, see, this nigga probably already got a Patreon. I just haven't really, you know what I'm saying, tapped in with it. But there's other people that's hopefully, you know, if this doesn't get to them, somebody else will see it, you know what I'm saying, or feel inspired, or you know, to do the same thing, no matter if you're a small content creator or a big content creator and shit, you know what I'm saying, because that looks like that's more of the direction that we're heading to, unfortunately, as I said before, just to bring it back. Like if you ain't one of these, the people that are picked and shit, you know what I'm saying, like by these agencies and shit, it's like you're not gonna deal with the same problems, you feel me, that as everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? So the people on the bottom, you know what I mean, no matter if it looks like, oh, they have the subscribers and shit, it's like, nah, they're you know what I mean, they're taking a big dip with their financial, you know what I'm saying, monetary gains, you know what I'm saying, which is speculation, you know, like that's something that's kind of always been just you know what I mean, not guaranteed anyway, on top of like adding on to, oh, the age fucking, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that sucks. Like, man, like you getting fucking thousands to hundreds to thousands of views and shit and engagement, and then you get hit with a fucking DMCA or a copyright or a fucking age restriction. Like, come on, man. Like this shit it's crazy, man. This happening to who else? Lenar, I want to put him out, you know what I'm saying? Isolate him, you feel me? Just another example. The other dude that be doing like skits and shit, you know, what if his vids got age restricted and shit? Like, it's unnecessary. He fought it and won, but like still, like who want to keep going through the same fucking process just to be hit with the same thing? Like, oh, we're sorry and shit like that. It's like a lot of, like, first of all, like y'all shit is controlled by AI and shit, so it's like, you know what I mean, like it ain't fair. Like I fighting, like, what is this fucking what's that shit, what's his name, the nigga that look weird off of that show, I forget, not Love, Death and Robots. I don't know, maybe that's a good thing I forgot. I don't want to come off. I forget that show's name. What the fuck was it? The nigga that played Freddie Mercury. Now I'm just out here just pitting this shit out front. Fuck it, I don't care. The nigga that I separated and shit. Yeah, I forget. It's not even that serious. I hate that when you try to remember something, you forget. It should be on the tip of your tongue. The fuck was it? And the show was good too. It was at least the first couple seasons. It was ASAP Rocky and this shit. Damn. Not Love, Death and Robots. Mr. Robot. That's what it was called. Mr. Robot. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? We fighting that shit? You know what I'm saying? It's like everything is just, man. Hideo Kojima was on some shit. It's like the more as times go on, bro, it's like we moving. We in that Sons of Liberty shit. You know what I'm saying? For real. It's like, nah, I'm not trying to fear monger and the shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just something that I've a very unscripted, very unhinged ADHD fucking, you know what I'm saying? That's my thoughts and shit on that. But yeah, I'm gonna go out and go on about my day and shit. I appreciate y'all if y'all actually took the time to actually, you know what I'm saying, listen to all that bleeble blabble and shit. Alright, y'all have a good one. Stay up and stay blessed.